Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum. I don't even know where to begin. It's going to be a very short live stream um, for an entire country, several people in mourning. Um, I felt it necessary to come live for just a short period of time for the wonderful folks of the country of England. And for those that do not know, Queen Elizabeth has passed away and has now been promoted to being, as we Native Americans would say, an ancestor. Um, so I wanted to come on here and, I know a lot of folks over there are very upset. Myself, I'm right there with you guys. I'm not even English, and I'm very upset too at the passing of the Queen. Um, she's I know. Hi, Danny. Hi, Pixie. Um, I wanted to come on here and you know obviously give my condolences to an entire country. The folks in England. The Prince Magnum channel has a lot of, uh, you know, yeah, a lot of folks. Yeah, I figured, you know, Hailstorm would have, told you, how you doing, Chairman? Yeah. 96 years old. I think she's given an awful lot to the country of England long before she took the crown. For those that do not know, Queen Elizabeth was very influential during the Second World War, 70 years as the monarch. But before she even uh, you know, became the queen, she did an awful lot around the world. Sure, I hope not. The queen did an awful lot around the world. Um, you know, and, my whole life, I've always known of Queen Elizabeth. You know, she's given an awful lot to this world, and again was instrumental during the Second World War. And I will tell anyone that if especially if you live in England, take a moment and look at the history. Look at the history. Queen Elizabeth has given an awful lot to history. Last century, uh, Queen Elizabeth gave an awful lot to history. Um, absolutely, absolutely, Danny. Yeah, Queen Elizabeth gave us an awful lot, and at the age of 96, I mean, just such an instrumental figure in world history. I heard that too. Um, so I mainly wanted to come on here. Number one, I mean, obviously, the loss of the Queen has been a big blow to the country of England and to many places around the world. I know as a Native American, um, King George had decreed that the Native American people were a noble people. And to my knowledge, had had it not, the revolution not happened, we would still be held in that regard by the royal family. So as a Native American and being a student of history, the royal family is, not necessarily, I wouldn't say they're saints, but doggone it, they should be held in high regard. So to all of my Native American friends, and my Native American family, we should all mourn with our friends in England. But more than anything, I wanted to come on here for this short live stream and kind of, yeah, I imagine so, Danny. I wanted to mainly come on here and as a student of history, thank the Queen and the entire royal family for being such movers and shakers in world history. Um, Most importantly, the Queen herself. Um, I wanted to come on here and thank her for being such a contributor to world history. Um, she is uh, one of those figures that, in my time, really did help shape world history. And her passing hits me just as hard as those of you in England. Um, I don't know who her successor is. Those of you in England can tell me better. Yeah, it's just as shocking as the passing of Princess Diana. Um, but more than anything, I wanted to tell you guys that because of the Queen, we have an awful lot of world history. You guys were movers and shakers all through last century, and you all owe it to that woman. Um, she she's an amazing person, and I've had the opportunity to look at some of the biographies on her, and it breaks my heart. But I also know, as a Native American, the Queen was just promoted to one of our ancestors, and as one of our ancestors, we can always turn to her, especially for the royal family. Remember to turn to her um, and ask her for guidance. And I ask the whole country of England to continue to look to the Queen for guidance, because just because she's not here, this just means that we can, that I guess you could say that all of us can now ask her for guidance. And, you know, I urge the entire country of England to continue to turn to her for guidance, because now she's an ancestor. When any of us Native Americans pass, we're promoted to being ancestors. So, she's moved on to the next stage of life, I guess you could say. She's just not with us anymore. Um, I'm proud to have lived in a lifetime to see such an amazing woman do what she has done. I'm grateful for the history that I've watched unfold in front of me. Uh, you know, with her time here, and in my lifetime, I've got to watch it. Um, yeah, she's done a lot for all the countries around the world, all of them. Um, but mainly, I wanted to come on here, and I guess you could say I wanted to, even though she's not here now, I wanted to thank the Queen for so much rich history that she's given to us in nearly, 100 years. What more can you ask of? What more can any of us ask at that point, other than say thank you? That's all any of us can say. So as I get ready to end the live stream, normally I have, all these special things that I might say at the end. It doesn't seem right to say it. But in light of everything, um, with the fact that the Queen is no longer in this plane, she's now become an ancestor. As I end the live stream, to all of the folks in England who are now mourning the loss of the Queen, and to all of us around the world that are mourning the loss of the Queen, I can only say this as we let out. Long live the Queen. If no one has told any of you that they love you today, Prince Magnum does. God bless you, and have a happy 24. Thank you.